If your girlfriend never says I love you, would you start wondering if she's not that into you? For most people, love is supposed to be clear. You can be that I love you more than I can say, but you can be that I love you so I don't say. But if you say this to a Japanese person, you'll scare them off. Because in Japan, love confessions don't push forward a relationship. They close it. That sounds insane, right? Alright, let's strip it down to the root. The film Love Later is a textbook example of Japanese romance. In that story, emotions are sealed, love is delayed, and confirmation only happens, nothing can be changed anymore. From the outside it looks tragic. From the Japanese perspective, the tragedy is a competition of love. The female lead finally realized that the man once loved her, but he's already dead. And she doesn't collapse in regret. She just thinks, so he did love me. And that's it. The same logic applies in real life. If someone tells you years later, back then I really liked you. In Japan, that's not a comeback or even fishing. It's emotional closure. In fact, most love confessions in Japanese culture happens after people know they can't be together. Job transfer, family pressure, marriage, timing screw beyond repair. To outsiders, it feels pointless. To them, that is love. Once you strip Japanese romance down to the root, you'll see the real rule that love does not have the moral right to change life. Love is love. It's not a marriage proposal, a life plan, or something else. Saying I love you in Japan is not emotional honesty. It's a demand. It means I'm asking you to respond, or I'm forcing you to choose. And that's considered unethical. The highest moral rule in Japanese love is simple. I won't make you responsible for my feelings. So if you want to confirm love, it has to be after death, after separation, after missing the chance, after it's impossible. Only then is it safe. Only then is it calm. Of course, Japanese people want to be loved. Human beings won't. But what they fear more is the pressure, the loss of control the love brings. So they internalize longing, they romanticize missing out, and somehow that becomes beautiful. Their dating process is also somewhat different. Step 1, feelings appear like anywhere else. But step 2, self-censorship kicks in. Am I asking too much? Am I disturbing the balance? So they don't say it, they don't push it, they don't define it. The relationship stays exactly where it is. Then comes the mess, then years pass, then comes the safe confirmation. And since life goes on. That's why Japanese love always look quiet, clean, restrained, and somehow cold. If you ask a Japanese person, don't you regret not saying I love you and missing a chance? The cultural answer is brutal. Stability beats passion. Competition beats position. Maybe you're not agree, but that's their logic. But if no one says anything, how do they know whether they're loved? The short answer is, yeah, the guess. Or you can say the watch behavior. Does this person show up constantly, calmly, with no emotional drama? Do they quietly exclude other romantic options? Do they bring you into their private world? You know, it's about long-term behavior exclusivity. Even intimacy works in the same way. No talks, no negotiation. If physical closeness is not avoided, if you are brought into the spaces where the third parties are not allowed, that's permission. And that's why Japan has so many we're just friends situations. Because everything is implied, nothing is confirmed. Japanese relationships are more pure than people expect, but not in a romantic way. They're low in vision companionship. No emotional fusion, no shared life blueprint. To put it bluntly, I love you, and it's none of your business. Before exclusivity is behavior confirmed, you don't even have the moral right to demand loyalty. As long as the surface stability is not broken, flirting elsewhere is not shocking. That's why short-term encounters are common. They are easy to end, easy to erase, no responsibility. But long-term emotional exchange, that's risky. Even after marriage, you notice that Japanese society tolerates anonymous, short-term behavior far more than public marital conflict. In many cultures, asking what are we together, is normal or even engaged. But in Japan, love stories are all about what was never said. Unless you're drunk or dead, even breakups are polite. No drama, no shouting, just less initiative, less response, no more entry into each other's social world. Outsiders may think no breakup talk means there's still hope. In Japan, the rule is if the relationship stops being maintained, it's over. That's also why many Japanese women can be extremely gentle and then disappear overnight. No explosion, just silence. Alright, that's it for today. If you also like digging into the root, hit follow. Next time I'll talk about Japanese parenting and what's actually worth learning from it.